Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is the astrological prediction for June 2016. This is a very general prediction. If you want a private reading, please write to duniazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. All the information is below. Below, you can also find the link to my newsletter. And if you sign up for my newsletter and subscribe my YouTube channel, you could possibly win a free tarot reading written by me, and there is a winner every month. Okay, who knows, it could be you. So Leo, the new moon in June is going to happen on the 5th of June at 14 degrees of Gemini, and then the full moon, which means culminations, the new moon is beginnings and the full moon is endings or culminations, is going to happen on the 20th of June at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. So how can we read this? In your case, Leo, the new moon is going to happen in your 11th house, this is a new moon. It's going to be conjunct Venus, the planet of love, and also the planet of money, also in Gemini. And this new moon, this lunation, is going to have just bad aspects all around and for everyone. So this might be a very difficult month for everyone, not just for you, but it depends from natal chart to natal chart. If this new moon makes very good aspects in your natal chart, it might, the manifestation of it might be different. In your case, it happens on the 11th house. It's going to be squaring Neptune in Pisces on the 8th house, also Jupiter in the North Node in Virgo in the 2nd house, and it's going to be opposing Saturn in Sagittarius in the 5th house. Also, it's going to make a difficult aspect of 150 degrees called an inconjunction or a quincunx to Pluto in Capricorn in the 6th house. So this new moon could mean new beginnings connecting to your friendships, to your friends. It might so you might have new friends entering your life, or you might even the 11th house is also connected with large institutions and large organizations. You might be joining a large organization. This could be even the online type of thing. So a new online type of association that really will take all of your time and might even cost you money for some reason, and you might be overwhelmed by this whatever association or organization. But this that is online, but it can bring you also love, but it can bring you some sort of glow to your wallet, because I just see here this, you have to spend money. I don't know why, but you have to spend money. If it's not an online organization, there could be like a new friend, a new group of friends, and maybe you go out with these new groups of friends and you have to spend money that you don't have, and you charge it to your credit card. Another way of reading it is that within your already established group of friends, you start a romantic relationship with a man or a woman within that group, and you want to impress her or him, more like her, and you start taking her out, or him, and or he takes you out, and still you have to spend money you don't have. Let's say he wants to take you to this event, you have to pay to get in, and you don't have the money, or he wants to take you to a restaurant and you have to buy a new outfit with the money you don't have, so you charge it. so if it's a new romantic beginning within your friends, within that love relationship that begins with one of your friends, it's going to cost you money. I don't know why, it's just going to cost you money. Also, if you have kids, your kids, your child, your daughter, or your son, or your kids might not like this new love affair you're having, because it might be a younger person, might be younger than you. So something like that. Another way of reading it is that the 11th house is connected with, it's called It's the profits that you get from your career, from your profession. So maybe you get a promotion, Leo, and something to do, and you might be working with something related to communication or marketing or sales, and you get a promotion, and then your colleagues are not really all that glad that you got a promotion, but they're not saying it, you know. They maybe be a bit, how do I say this, passive aggressive. They don't clearly show that they don't like it, because maybe they think, why was she promoted? Why was he promoted? I was just as good, you know. And this new job, this new role within the organization might not leave you enough time to be with your children, or with your child, daughter or son, or might not leave you enough time to spend with your girlfriend or boyfriend, or even with your hobbies. If you had a certain type of hobby, now you can't have it anymore because you have to spend all the time working. But this is this is kind of a promotion, but it doesn't feel like a promotion, because you feel like you have to do everything. You have to multitask. You have to do lots and lots of things at the same time, and you're getting really stressed about it. And maybe you were put in charge of a new project. There's a new project within this organization, and you're like the one who is in charge of it. And then the full moon happens on the 20th of June, 29 degrees of Sagittarius, in your 5th house. So if you started something romantic 2 weeks ago, this is the definition of the relationship that you're having. Either you both have a talk with each other and define very clearly your relationship, or it finalizes, but it breaks kind of easily and without drama. Another way of reading this is that you might celebrate this definition of the relationship by a quick trip abroad, something you do for like 2 days. Maybe you get cheap plane tickets to go, I don't know, France, Paris, something like that, like cheap and quick, and you just celebrate with your now girlfriend or boyfriend. If it's not that, it could be a hobby that comes to an end because you don't have time. You have to work all the time. You have this big new project and you don't have time for this hobby, whatever it is. If it's not that, it might be connected with a child in your life. Either you get the news, which is really quick and really surprising, that something to do with the guardianship of your child, Leo. Either you get it like fully, partially, something to do with this. It's rather quick and a bit surprising. Not necessarily bad, but it's quick. It might change the way you live. It might demand that there's changes in your house, in where you live. Let's say that, for instance, you had full guardianship, but now the news came that it needs to be a shared guardianship. So I don't know if that would apply. Yeah, there's some sort of change around this decision, this court decision around your house. If you didn't have, let's say the other way, you only had weekends, for instance, and now you're going to have more time with your child. You have to change something in your house. Something needs to be changed I have no idea what. There's some sort of change in your house, in your home environment. Another way of reading it is, okay, it's at the boyfriend. It could be to do with your kid. It has nothing to do with you. You don't go abroad with your boyfriend or girlfriend. It might be that your kid gets invited to go and visit his aunts and cousins and uncles abroad, and so he or she gets to spend, like, I don't know, a week or 5 days with cousins that live in another country. It could be that, or he or she could win a trip, just out of the blue can win a trip, even to a concert or something like that, that sort of prize. So there are many different types of interpretations. And that's it. Leo, this is the reading that I have for you. I hope you have a great month. If you like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you.